Have you ever wondered what the early life of a Roman emperor looked like? Gallienus, one of Rome's most controversial rulers, was born around 218 CE. Nestled in the heart of the Roman Empire, young Gallienus grew up in the shadow of power, the son of Emperor Valerian. His upbringing was anything but ordinary. As the son of an emperor, he was thrust into a world of privilege and responsibility from a tender age. The societal and political landscape of the Roman Empire during his childhood was a complex tapestry of power struggles, territorial expansions, and cultural exchanges. It was a time when Rome was the center of the world, its influence spreading far and wide, across continents and cultures. The empire was a beacon of civilization, its grandeur reflected in its architecture, economy, and social organization. Born into power and privilege, Gallienus was destined for a life of leadership and turmoil. And so, the stage was set for the birth of a future emperor, a reign marked by crises and a legacy that would echo through the annals of history. In 253 CE, a significant event occurred. Gallienus, alongside his father, assumed the mantle of Roman emperor. The political landscape of the Roman Empire at this time was a complex one, marked by shifting alliances and frequent power struggles. Gallienus entered this tumultuous world as the son of Emperor Valerian, a man whose reign was already fraught with tension and conflict. Gallienus's ascension to power was not a simple inheritance. Instead, he was thrust into the position of co-ruler, an arrangement as unique as it was challenging. Picture the Roman Empire as a vast, sprawling entity, a realm of diverse cultures and peoples. Now imagine the task of governing such a realm, not as a single leader, but as one half of a ruling duo. This was the reality for Gallienus. He stood shoulder to shoulder with his father, managing the empire's affairs from the heart of Rome, while Valerian took charge of the empire's eastern boundaries. This co-rule was a delicate balance of power and responsibility. It was a test of their relationship as father and son, but also a test of their ability to navigate the intricate web of Roman politics. Gallienus, despite his relative youth, proved himself to be a capable ruler. He asserted his authority, made difficult decisions, and faced the challenges of leadership head-on. Yet, the shadow of his father loomed large, and the weight of the empire's problems bore heavily upon them both. The ascension of Gallienus to power marked a new chapter in the story of the Roman Empire. It was a time of change and uncertainty, a time when the empire's future hung in the balance. But it was also a time of potential, a moment when a young emperor stepped forward to guide his people through the trials that lay ahead. Thus, the era of Gallienus began, an era that would be marred by crisis and conflict. Their reign, however, would also be remembered for its resilience, for its ability to weather the storm and emerge stronger on the other side. Despite the ostensible power and prestige of the Roman Empire, Gallienus's reign was far from smooth sailing. As the son of Emperor Valerian, Gallienus was thrust into the throes of power at a time of great strife and tumult. His reign, which spanned from 253 to 268, was beset with crises that tested the very fabric of the Roman Empire. One of the gravest challenges he faced was the shocking capture of his father, Valerian, by Shapur-Vurst, the king of Persia. This marked the first time a Roman emperor had been captured as a prisoner of war, a blow that sent shockwaves through the empire and significantly weakened its prestige. Gallienus's reign was also plagued by invasions from all sides. The Goths from the north, the Persians from the east, and the Alemanni from the west all sought to exploit the empire's perceived vulnerability. Each invasion brought its own set of challenges, from managing military resources to maintaining control over the empire's vast territories. Internal strife was another issue that gnawed at the stability of Gallienus' reign. Rebellions, led by ambitious generals and disgruntled citizens, were a constant thorn in his side. These rebellions sowed the seeds of discord and threatened to fragment the empire. Economic difficulties were another hallmark of Gallienus's tenure on the throne. Inflation soared, the value of the Roman currency dwindled, and trade routes were disrupted by ongoing conflicts. These economic woes added to the increasing discontent among the populace and further fueled the fires of rebellion. Yet, amidst these crises, Gallienus demonstrated an unwavering resolve. He responded with reforms, military innovation, and a steadfast determination to keep the empire intact. Despite the many adversities he faced, Gallienus managed to navigate the stormy seas of his reign, a testament to his resilience and the enduring strength of the Roman Empire. Gallienus's reign was a testament to the Roman Empire's resilience in the face of adversity. In the midst of chaos, Gallienus was not a passive observer. He introduced several key reforms and innovations. As the Roman Empire teetered on the brink of disaster, Gallienus was ever the strategist, his eyes keenly focused on the future. His military reforms, often considered his most significant contributions, were both bold and forward-thinking. Realizing that the traditional legions were too slow and cumbersome in the face of agile enemies, Gallienus introduced a mobile cavalry reserve. This new force, swift and flexible, could respond rapidly to threats across the vast expanse of the empire. It marked a dramatic shift in Roman military doctrine, a departure from the reliance on the heavy infantry that had been the backbone of Roman armies for centuries. But Gallienus was not just a military innovator. His administrative reforms underscored his understanding of the empire's changing needs. In a move that seemed to anticipate the later division of the empire, he delegated substantial authority to his generals, effectively creating semi-autonomous regions. This decision, while controversial, was a pragmatic response to the empire's sprawling size and the diverse challenges it faced. On the economic front, Gallienus grappled with the realities of a debased currency and rampant inflation. He attempted to stabilize the empire's economy by introducing new coinage, including the Antoninianus, a double denarius that was initially silver but later contained less precious metal as economic hardships persisted. Gallienus also sought to boost economic productivity by granting more rights to tenant farmers, allowing them more freedom to cultivate the land as they saw fit. This move aimed to encourage agricultural innovation and increase food production, a vital concern in these troubled times. Though faced with immense challenges, Gallienus sought to adapt and innovate, leaving a lasting impact on the Roman Empire. His reign, though marked by crisis, was also a time of significant change and adaptation. And while his efforts may not have always met with unqualified success, they demonstrated a willingness to break with tradition and forge a new path in response to the challenges of his time. In 268 CE, Gallienus's reign came to a sudden and violent end. The emperor, who had weathered numerous storms and crises, was not brought down by external foes, but by those who were closest to him. A deadly conspiracy was brewing in his own court, led by his senior officers Aurelius Heraclianus, Marcianus, and Aureolus. The seeds of betrayal had been sown deep. Gallienus, who had faced the Goths, the Persians, and countless rebellions, was caught off guard by this internal treachery. His very own officers, men whom he had trusted and relied upon, turned their backs on him. The conspiracy culminated in a brutal assassination, abruptly ending the reign of the emperor. In a cruel twist of fate, it wasn't the pressures from outside his empire that ended Gallienus's rule, but the treachery from within his own ranks. The tumultuous reign of Gallienus ended not in peace, but in betrayal and bloodshed. Despite his controversial reign, Gallienus left a lasting legacy on the Roman Empire. His influence is evident in the many aspects of the empire, from its military structure to its political landscape. Gallienus enacted several key reforms during his reign, reshaping the Roman military and bureaucracy in the face of daunting crises. His creation of a mobile cavalry, a first in Roman military history, was a response to the fragmented threats the empire faced. This innovation allowed for quicker responses to threats, a legacy that future emperors would build upon. In the realm of politics, Gallienus initiated an interesting precedent: the separation of civil and military authority. He stripped the senatorial class of their military commands, entrusting these roles to equestrians, a lower social class. This was a radical move, one that forever changed the power dynamics within the Roman Empire. His rule also saw the flourishing of a unique, vibrant artistic culture. Known as the Gallienic Renaissance, this period was marked by a distinct style of Roman sculpture, characterized by a blend of realism and idealism. The art of this era mirrored Gallienus's own complex nature, reflecting both his idealistic visions and the harsh realities of his reign. Today, historians view Gallienus with a mix of admiration and criticism. Some laud his resilience and innovations, while others condemn his inability to fully stabilize the empire. Yet they agree on one thing: Gallienus was a transformative figure. His reign, while fraught with challenges, was a period of significant change, a crucible that shaped the future of Rome. He also left a physical legacy in the form of architectural marvels. The Arch of Gallienus in Rome, originally a city gate known as Porta Esquilina, stands as a testament to his rule. Its inscription, "To Gallienus, the most clement prince, whose unconquered virtue the Senate and people dedicate this monument," serves as a reminder of his resilience in the face of adversity. Gallienus, a figure of controversy and resilience, left an indelible mark on Roman history, one that continues to provoke thought and debate to this day.